And this shows just how quickly the Tesla Model Y has gained ground on its competitors in a highly competitive state. The Model Y has blown by the competition. Guys, this is a bit of a warning to the rest of the auto industry that if you come in with a vehicle like the Model Y that hits with consumers in a certain way, you can blow, they can be quite popular, and that's what we've seen with the Model Y.
We just played that clip from President Biden actually giving a shout out to Tesla, but that has been something that's been missing for quite a while. Tesla hasn't been invited to these White House meetings, and Elon Musk isn't really somebody who's been heralded. And the reporting has said that, this is happening because the administration doesn't like Tesla because they're seen as anti-union.
In this video, new data shows Tesla's total dominance and why they're just getting started. The Berlin Gigafactory is about to awaken, and a second White House swamp creature has said the word Tesla in public in a single week. Let's get into the video. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks, and get some free stocks and crypto. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. You can get 2 free stocks with WeBull, a free stock with Stake, free Bitcoin with Coinbase, and free Bitcoin with BlockFi, and the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment themed merch in the merch store. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support. So first things first, Gigafactory Berlin. We're reading a translated, so the English is going to be a little broken, a translated article from RBB that doesn't cite any sources. Quote the headline here: start of Tesla production in mid-March at the earliest from Gigafactory Berlin. In other words, just over a month away in the best case, if this article can be believed. The start of production at the Grünheide Tesla factory is delayed again. According to RBB Research, Tesla is not allowed to let the first cars off the assembly line for sale until mid-March at the earliest. The reason? German bureaucracy and red tape. Oh wait, sorry, I misspoke. Let me read the article. The reason: the plan is largely finished, but not yet approved. The current delay is because getting anything done in Germany in particular is an embarrassingly slow process. Oh wait, sorry, that's not what it says. The current delay is because the authorities are still examining the safety precautions at the factory. Tesla has repeatedly changed quantities of toxic chemicals that could leak in accidents. The officials have also yet to assess Tesla's plans for cleaning up wastewater. Only then can the plant receive the necessary permits. Further delays arise because the authorities still have yet to issue an operating license after approval. Tesla originally wanted to start production last summer. They sure fucking did. I'll skip ahead, but there's also a court date relating to water supply. I found the ending of this absolutely hilarious. However, an appointment scheduled for Friday before the administrative court in Frankfurt was postponed to early/mid-March. In other words, like a month from now, due to illness on the part of the suing environmental organizations and the court. What? Maybe something getting lost in Google Translate here? I don't know. Maybe somebody had explosive diarrhea, they couldn't make it to court and they need a month to recover. Not sure what's going on here. The point is delays, red tape, bureaucracy. As I said, getting anything done in Germany is a slow, brutal, and embarrassingly slow process. Good news is there's only so much red tape Tesla needs to hack and slash their way through before the factory will finally open. Thankfully, this isn't financially damaging to Tesla. I mean, sure, it's a huge fucking pain in the ass. It shouldn't be happening. But because Tesla's so big, so profitable, and operating on multiple continents already, delays to this European factory aren't the end of the world. Were this Tesla's first ever factory, wouldn't be so great. So it shouldn't be too much longer before the Berlin factory finally commences production and deliveries. And of course, there's the Austin factory, which despite commencing construction about half a year after the Berlin factory, is now on track to begin deliveries before Berlin. Now on to Tesla's total domination.
Tesla's Y model is taking over the Golden State. Phil LeBeau's here. He's got more on this front. Hi, Phil.
Hey, Becky, this is important because California is the largest auto market in the U.S., and this shows just how quickly the Tesla Model Y has gained ground on its competitors in a highly competitive state. Take a look at the final sales figures, and this comes from the California New Car Dealers Association. They put this out every quarter. These are the year-end numbers. Best-selling vehicles in California, look at the Model Y, just barely behind the Toyota Camry. Now, you might look at this and say, well, of course, it's California. People out there are more prone to be buying electric vehicles. I want you to think about this. it has been less than 2 years since Tesla began delivering Model Ys in the state of California. Now, in less than 2 years, it has become the second best-selling vehicle.
This is really incredible. Model Y comes within about 2% of being the best-selling vehicle, not electric vehicle in California. Here's a few reasons as to why this really matters. First of all, the Model Y is still ramping in both Fremont and soon to be ramping in Austin, both to be sold in the United States. In other words, Tesla's going to be selling a shitload more Model Y vehicles in the future, beginning early this year when production commences ramping at the Austin factory. Remember, Tesla is supply constrained. They could have sold more Model Y vehicles and been number one in California were they only producing them. The demand for Model Y is insane. The wait time, 6+ months. It's absolutely insane. Tesla also forced to raise prices on the Model Y last year by almost 20%. Another reason this is so important is because California is somewhat of a leading indicator for the rest of the United States. Don't get me wrong, it's not a perfect indicator, but here's a prediction I'd like on the record. Next year, Tesla's Model Y is the number one selling vehicle in California. I mean, this is a shoo-in. This is obvious. I'm probably getting $1.01 odds on this one. In the coming years, Tesla's Model Y will climb up the best-selling vehicle list in every state in the United States, eventually reaching number one in many, not all states, but many states. And this despite the fact that today, the majority of states, the best-selling vehicle, a pickup truck. I ain't messing around, by the way. We can look in this infographic showing the top-selling vehicles in the United States, pickup trucks everywhere you care to look. This is a stunner. 48 out of 50 states have a truck or SUV as a top-selling vehicle in 2020. Clearly, there's some room for the Model Y there in the SUV category.
And Tesla, by the way, is now the 5th most popular auto brand in California. No doubt, California, where they have the Fremont factory, has been key to Tesla's sales growth over the last several years. And if you look at their sales for last year, of that 936,000, 12.6% of it were deliveries to the state of California. And actually, that percentage in terms of overall, what one market represents in terms of overall percentage, that has actually come down. And yet, they continue to gain ground on their competitors. Keep in mind that Teslas that are bought in California or anywhere else in the United States, they no longer qualify for a federal EV tax credit. So you can't sit there and say, well, yeah, people are getting the tax credit. There's a state tax credit, and there may be local municipalities that have tax credits for EV purchases, but the federal tax credit is not there. And yet, the Model Y has blown by the competition. Guys, this is a bit of a warning to the rest of the auto industry that if you come in with a vehicle like the Model Y that hits with consumers in a certain way, you can blow, they can be quite popular, and that's what we've seen with the Model Y in California.
A few things I want to say. First of all, pretty funny there to hear Phil LeBeau catching himself. He was saying that Tesla was either blowing away or blowing the competition out of the water, but he caught himself and didn't actually finish that statement, probably because he's been reporting on automotive for years. He's probably got a lot of friends in the automotive industry and these legacy companies and doesn't want to be so blatant when he points out that Tesla's going to completely fucking destroy them because they're too good. The other thing I really want to discuss is the fact that Tesla, in just a few years, less than 2 years of delivering Model Ys in California, has flown almost to the number one best-selling vehicle in the entire state. Again, we're talking about best-selling vehicle, not electric vehicle. Tesla's still ramping production and expanding with the Austin factory as well. And the Berlin factory also going to be selling Model Y. People don't seem to be appreciating this. The Model Y will unquestionably become the best-selling vehicle model on Earth within a year or two max. And then it will go on to sell twice as many units per year than the best-selling vehicle in history had previously ever done, then 3 times as many, and you guys see where this is going. It's really that good. And how do we know? Tesla telling us they're not actively working on a $25,000 vehicle. There's so much demand for Model Y. And remember, as I said earlier in this video, Tesla was forced to raise the Model Y prices by almost 20% last year. They're making ridiculous profit margins on these. So over time, they have huge leverage with pricing. They can reduce the price a tiny amount and massively, exponentially increase demand. Tesla will be selling millions, yes, millions, plural, millions of Model Y vehicles per year within just a few years. And now onto the White House, another swamp creature uttering the word Tesla for the first time since Biden took office.
You know, we just played that clip from President Biden actually giving a shout out to Tesla, but that has been something that's been missing for quite a while. Tesla hasn't been invited to these White House meetings, and Elon Musk isn't really somebody who's been heralded. And the reporting has said that, this is happening because the administration doesn't like Tesla because they're seen as anti-union.
That's exactly right. The UAW, through political donations, aka legalized bribery, there's no other accurate description, has bought the Democrats over the last 3 decades. However, as you'd expect in politics, the Democrats have a far stronger allegiance with votes than they do appeasing their political donors, aka the people bribing them for influence. Turns out, the Democrats have recently discovered the polls, they're absolutely atrocious, are in panic mode, the midterm elections are later this year, and now have suddenly changed their tune, at least in my opinion.
Made in America, does that mean union only? Or made in America, is it good as long as it's providing good jobs for people here in this country?
Look, as you know, the president strongly believes in every worker having the free choice to join a union. We believe in good paying jobs, and we believe that unions built the middle class. We also admire the range of American companies that have innovated, including Tesla, which did so much to make EVs possible in America. Now it's mainstream.
What a difference, huh? 2 instances of folks, well, let's be honest, swamp creatures within the White House saying Tesla publicly for the first and second time since Biden took office in the span of just a few days. Incredible. Let me know what you guys and girls think in the comments below. Is this self-interest? Have they realized the polls are terrible? They're pissing a lot of people off by actively lying, clearly, blatantly lying out in public, falsely praising General Motors and Mary B.S. Barrow, and everybody knows Tesla should be getting all the credit? Or has this sudden, complete 180 change of tune, the willingness finally to say Tesla as if it isn't a dirty word, all of a sudden just total coincidence? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below.
Earlier on, at a time, by the way, of course, when U.S. policy with tax credits was supporting companies like Tesla, that wasn't viewed as such a sure bet. Now we see some of the most iconic, some would have said old school names in auto manufacturing out of Detroit, right there alongside companies out of Silicon Valley, all of them in very different ways, helping move America toward this goal. We need to make sure that we have all of the different parts of American industry and of the American workforce attuned to this goal, because this is the future. Again, there's no question whether autos are headed electric. The question is, will we get there in time?
Now, call me cynical, but I think this change of tune is entirely down to self-interest. But hey, it's something. Of course, the key message in today's video is around Tesla's complete and utter dominance. The Model Y, almost the #1 selling vehicle, just missing out by 2% in California, while production is still ramping and while Tesla's only producing the Model Y in a single state in the US. The Austin factory commencing production and deliveries in a month or 2 at most. And then there's the Berlin factory also ramping up Model Y production initially. In short, the Model Y is about to take over the fucking world. Don't say I didn't warn you. And finally, if you haven't already, check the card in the corner or the link in the pinned comment to join Patreon. You'll gain access to a ton of exclusive content, over 100 exclusive Q&A videos, loads of other exclusive content and perks, including exclusive access to my Tesla stock price targets from 2022 all the way out to 2031 in my bear case, the base case, and the bull case. So check the link in the pinned comment. I'll see you over there and see you in the next video. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan. This is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks, and get some free stocks and crypto. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. You can get 2 free stocks with WeBull, a free stock with Stake, free Bitcoin with Coinbase, and free Bitcoin with BlockFi, and the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment themed merch in the merch store. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support. And if you're still watching, you're awesome. I read every single comment on this channel and I really appreciate your feedback. So if you've got any thoughts on today's video, questions, comments, or suggestions for a new video, let me know in the comments below. Check the cards on screen now to browse the merch store, join Patreon, or watch the next video.